Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hello, Groove Asia Nation. Today we're going to be getting into AI, how AI makes everything easier, and a lot of the capabilities that AI has that you might not know of just yet. Welcome to another session of Groove Asia Leaders Unite, affectionately known as the GLU. My name is Karen Allen. I am your host, and I also have a special guest with us here today. Now, I know you have seen him around in our community because he's been doing training on GrooveCart, and he is our in-house expert with GrooveCart, but he also dabbles in a lot of the AI, and he's going to be showing us some new things that you can do with the AI technology, particularly with ChatGPT. But as you know, everything that you can do in ChatGPT, you can do with GrooveAsia AI. So if you're here with us today, put a hashtag live. If you're watching us live and if you're watching us on the replay, put in hashtag replay. And I'm going to bring our guest on today. He is none other than Peter. Peter from New Zealand. How you doing, Peter?
Good, thanks, Karen. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful, wonderful. I am so glad that you're here to join me today and to share your knowledge of what you have been doing with ChatGPT and the new the new techniques that you are discovering with ChatGPT. So I want you to share what you're doing and how are you going to be using it?
Yeah, okay, no, Karen. So, look, first of all, I just want to say hi to the people in the chat group. Simon, I see you in there. Dr. Lisa, Tyra, awesome to have you guys here. And yeah, I just wanted to, I thought just jumping on and kind of just letting people know what the updates are. There's always updates when it comes to AI. So every day there's something happening, and it's kind of just unbelievable. It's hard to actually keep up with things. You literally have to go from one tool to another to actually keep an eye on what's actually new. And there's a few other things that I do too as well to try and keep abreast of what's going on with the AI. But I discovered this one today. I was actually just playing around in Chat GPT, and I thought, well, something's quite different here. And I thought, well, okay, there's a new little feature up the top and on the left hand side. So I decided to have a look, and it was actually quite a good little feature because it allowed you to access some of these other plugins straight from the dashboard. So I'm going to show you a little bit later, but well, soon. But I just thought, there's things like that just keep the excitement going, especially with Groove.ai coming. Like it's in like I mean it's going now, but I mean all the different things that are going to be deployed over the next few months and going into the first quarter of the year next year. I think it's going to be a huge thing for Groove. Well, actually, I know it's going to be because when you just see some of these tools that are out there and how we're going to be integrating with some of those into our
Yes.
one place, man, it's just going to be amazing. I mean, look, um, do you use AI every now and then? I think I've seen you do a few images in that with AI, haven't you, Karen?
Yes, I love it. I love it. And just changing the names and having a whole, nice image. Nothing that looks really whack, but a really nice image that you can download, or you could change it just by clicking a button. I'm all for that. Just click one button and make magic happen. So the whole AI works for me. Before all of this AI came onto the scene, I was really just excited about copy and paste because it's just
Yeah.
click, 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 click. But now this is just click and we're done. So I like that. But the whole part of doing the whole prompting has been, I want to say, a bit challenging once you know what you're doing and what you're trying to do and how to set it up. And with
Yeah.
all of the training that we've gotten from our parent company and from here in this company from Chingu and Simon and how to do the prompting, it's been a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
You know, everything is just flowing. And I
And you
like
know what,
that.
Karen, I mean, just on their prompting, but I've noticed too with some of these AI tools, they actually become a lot more intuitive. So, you may not have a long drawn out prompt. It might be just maybe just a sentence, but it's become very intuitive. I noticed that with ChatGPT and also Leonardo.ai when it comes to images. So it's become very intuitive, and of course, it's really good because it's less frustrating when you have to try and keep adding things in there. Go, hey, well, that's not what I meant. I want you to do this. Uh,
Right.
but the other thing is too as well. Have you ever noticed when you're doing AI images, especially when it comes to people, and they're showing their hands and that, you might end up with six fingers, maybe or even
Yes.
three fingers.
It's gotten
Sometimes you
better.
might, yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's gotten
Maybe a
better.
nose that doesn't look quite right. It's just,
Right?
yeah,
Right.
yeah. And I found a lot of that I used to get on Midjourney. I think Midjourney now is a lot more better, but I noticed just in ChatGPT because they use DALI 3
Hmm.
to create the images. It's really, really good. And even when it comes to another problem, another issue that always used to encounter was the spelling of different words and things like that weren't correct, and it kind of looked quite foreign.
Yeah,
And
they didn't look like letters. The last
yeah,
image I was doing was on for the build to sell event that's
yeah,
happening right now. And if you want to go to it, go to Groove Asia dot no iSummit
yeah. I saw it
dot
mastery.
com isummitmastery.com forward slash
Yeah,
BTS. And the build to sell actually came out word spelled correctly, on all of the images. I'm like, yeah. No
yeah,
foreign language, no, funky
yeah, yeah,
characters or anything. It came out right there on my building. It
yeah,
was nice. On the image, it was nice. I was like, this is beautiful. And like you were saying, you had mentioned ChatGPT, you've mentioned um, Mid Journey and Dolly with the whole, GrooveAsia AI, all of that's going to be put into one eventually.
yeah,
That's the end product. And with me is that one username and one password, just like on our platform with GrooveAsia.cm, one username and one password, and you have everything that you need to build your online business. Same with this AI. It's gonna be one username and one password, and you could do all your contact
yeah.
content, your blogs, your articles, your images. I'm like, yes. So
Yeah, I mean, I look forward to that because I mean, at the moment, I'm going from one tool to another tool to another tool,
yeah, right.
and it's it's like okay, look, I just really want to just sort of do everything in the one place, just like we do with the Groove.cm platform, and so like I mean, it's just being able to have it all done in one place. So look, I mean, if you don't mind, Karen, I was going to probably just show you my screen, a bit what I was talking about with the features in ChatGPT 4. Is that okay?
Sure. I just
Cool.
want to put that up for those who are interested in the build to sell. There's one more day, which is coming up. It's at isummitmastery.com forward slash BTS. So now you know.
Cool. And before I do go on to the screen, hi Nancy, good to see you, and Johan, good to see you again, mate. I haven't seen you for a while, so I'm glad you could make it in today's session. GLU. Okay, so Sharon, I'm just gonna. Oh, sorry,
So go ahead.
Sharon, I'm just going to show you my screen. Okay, here we go. All right, so here we are in ChatGPT, and of course, this is the what you will see when you first go in. Now, you would notice that the selection is now moved over here to the left side here. It used to be in the middle, so if you wanted to go, so if you're on ChatGPT 4, you can select that, or if you want to go back to GPT 3.5, you can go there. And of course, if you wanted to use any of the plugins, then you can just go onto the plugins and you can go there. So I think this is only available for the GPT-4 users. So you have to be on a paid subscription. And the last time I checked, it was like $20 a month for, $20 a month US, which is probably close to 30, well, close to probably $28 New Zealand here. But so that's kind of one of the one of the changes. But over here, you see here is where you've got this feature here called Explore, and when you click on that, you're then going to get this, and they're kind of like plugins, and they're made by OpenAI, which is the DALI E, and you've got data analysts. You can now drop any files, and it will help you analyze and visualize the data. You've got the ChatGPT Classic game time. I think that's more about sort of quickly explaining a board game or card games. So, I mean, that's quite useful, right? If you don't know how to play a particular card game, and that would be quite useful. I can see how that would be
Right.
quite good. The negotiator, help you advocate for yourself and get better outcomes. Become a great
I like that.
negotiator.
I like
Yeah.
that. I can find a lot of uses for that.
Yeah, especially when you got kids, right?
Right.
Teenage kids.
Yes.
And then you've got like creative writing coach. And then cosmic dream. This is interesting. I'm going to try this out at some point. Visionary painter of digital wonder. Tech support advisor. Now, how many people do you know actually need a nerd? And I mean, I'll tell you what. In a past life, I owned a computer business, and it was a national franchise here in New Zealand, and I own the one for the city I'm in now. And
Mhm.
we were called Need a Nerd, and so all our technicians were referred to as nerd. I'll tell you the reason why. It's a bit like Geeks on Wheels over in the US.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it was a play on uh, the word, the name in terms of technician. We called them geeks, or we called them nerds. In our case, we called them nerds. That kind of softened the approach when it came to like, say, for instance, people who weren't tech savvy.
Mhm.
Didn't want to feel intimidated by all the technical jargon and all that. So we literally taught our technicians to not be technicians. We
Just be normal. Be
they
like
had
a
to,
little
yeah, they had to
right.
talk in layman terms. Oh, I'd say I've got a little bit of check there, but anyway. But anyway, look, if you want to get some advice about, or you want to sort of figure out what's going on with your computer, then you can just ask the tech support advisor. That would be a really good one for a lot of people. And here's another interesting one: a coloring book hero. Take any idea and turn it into a whimsical coloring book. Now, as we know, ChatGPT 4 can now create images, and so this will be quite a good one, really, especially if you want to, school holidays and you want to entertain the kids. It might be a rainy day outside or cold, and
I got
something.
the idea that comes to my head is creating coloring pages, put them in a book and selling them on, selling them on Amazon.
Wow! Now we're talking. Right,
That's what I'm thinking about.
we've got Lulu now that integrates with
Yes.
GrooveCart, so you can actually compile it into a hardcover book if you wanted to, or what.
Yes. Put a
So
book, have a whole book series
yeah, yeah,
and use them like you said on the Lulu with the Groove Cart
yeah,
partnership.
yep,
That's what I'm
absolutely.
thinking.
So yeah, I mean, there's potential there. Laundry buddy. Now, I mean, I was thinking, well, laundry buddy, what does this mean? But hey, stains, how to get out certain stains and all that sort of thing. A sous
You know
chef.
what?
What?
The laundry buddy thing, which is a good idea, because who understands those symbols that they have on the tags? Not I.
No, no, well, no. I just put it in the
Right.
washing machine, and if the stain doesn't
Right.
come out,
Everything in cold. Right.
but the stain doesn't come out, I'll just get another shirt. All right, so just try another one. Sous chef. Wow, I mean, who doesn't want to cook themselves a really, um, a sous chef meal? Sticker whiz, die cutter stickers shipped right to your door. Wow, so this almost seems like a drop shipping type feature. I haven't tried, like I haven't tried any of these guys, these things, guys. The only one I have tried is the Dali, but everything else that's in here I haven't tried. Math mentor, particularly to help parents to help their kids with their homework.
I can see that. I
Yeah,
can
we
definitely
probably
see
need it
that.
these days. Yeah. Anyway, and hot mods. Okay. So mods is, I think it's referring to cars. Let's mod. let's modify your image into something really wild. Okay, it's an image thing. Okay. And mocktail mixologists make your own cocktails. Wow. And something about memes. But anyway, look. So those are kind of sort of all the features here. What I want to do is actually, I just want to go back to the beginning here, up to this part here, where most people are used to seeing. And now, just remember, DALI 3 is also available on Bing as well. So it's available within Microsoft Bing, so you can actually use it there. But I'm gonna just go through how really simple it is just to actually use the image creator in ChatGPT 4. The other day, I actually put in this just a short prompt: a dinosaur on a plane, and make the image uh, in landscape. Okay, so that's all I'm going to do, and then we'll see what that comes up with. But I mean, okay, let me choose AI text based. Okay, so we actually need to change to DALI 3. Okay, let me just do this again. Copy, change the plugin. Where are we? Where are we? That one there. And then let's do that again. All right, I'm getting somewhere. It's creating the image. So this is pretty cool. Like, I mean, I use Leonardo.ai. I use Midjourney. There's
Being
something
create,
and what?
or
Sorry.
being create.
No, I haven't used that. I haven't used that. But I think that's kind of in connected to this, isn't it? The DALI 3. I'm not too sure. But anyway,
I'm not sure.
what I found,
I think so.
this is really one of the most easiest image creators that I've found so far.
Mm.
The other one's a wee bit more complicated, but in terms of just if you just want to just get an image straight away, well, that's kind of not what I got the other day. But it's politically correct. It's on a
Mm-hmm.
plane, and it's in pretty much like landscape, even though the picture itself is a little bit more square. But let me just see if I can actually find the one that I did.
What was the
Uh,
prompt that you used?
um, I just put a dinosaur on a plane and make the image in landscape, and this was the one that I got the other day, and I thought this was pretty cool.
I like
Okay,
that one.
yeah, and this was first pop, right? So I thought it was really cool. It was quite funny and stuff like that. Then I told it to do it in landscape and show more of the plane, and this is what I come up with. And where are we? But we had two dinosaurs, one's on the wing and the other one, and there's only sort of half a body. So I guess if I played around with it enough, I've probably been able to sort of correct that. But look, it's pretty good when it comes to creating images, and you got to get kind of some of these little issues as well in Midjourney too as well. So it's not something that's completely isolated to ChatGPT 4. So that was actually just a bit of a demo that you can actually start doing images in Chat GPT. And the other thing is one of the other things that I actually came across when I went into Explore. Actually, I'm just mindful. I'm just keeping an eye on this chat here. Okay, Johan. Oh, yeah. Where are we? Serial entrepreneurs are serial learners. Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'd agree with that. I'd agree with that. What we've got there. Johan, need negotiation skills for my kids.
Oh yes,
Yeah, man, I tell you,
that'll be a good skill to have.
yeah, especially teenagers. I found them quite, yeah, even more difficult. What is it? Great tips in using the different apps. Okay, look, so I'll carry on. So here, um, it actually gives you the ability to create a GPT, which is like a tool that you can actually use. Um, in like in ChatGPT, you can actually create your own. And what I discovered was when I went in there, when I actually went into this feature, I was able to create this code navigator. Now, this code navigator, I actually let me just see if I've got it on the configure here. This is the instructions that I gave it. It asked for a name. Actually, it suggested a name and suggested code navigator, and I said yes. And the description was it was a code helper for business directory filters. The instructions were Code Navigator will embody a helpful and friendly personality, offering assistance with business directory filters in a manner that's approachable and supportive. It will use a tone that's encouraging and patient, ensuring users of all skill levels feel comfortable seeking help and guidance. How do I create a filter? So here's the conversation starters. How do I create a filter? Best practices for search, integrate filter code, optimize directory search. Now, what I was trying to get it to, and I'm still actually working on it, by the way, guys. What I'm trying to get it to do is act like a similar to a yellow pages directory. When you're looking for a trade or service, or if you're looking for a particular name of a business, then it'll go through its filtering service and come up with all all the proper suggestions. All right. I mean, as simple as that might seem when you're using the tool, it's actually quite a really complicated and complex code, if you like. So that's why I actually started this, because ChatGPT made this available, and I thought, well, wouldn't it be a great idea if I could actually create a tool that would do that for me for any other thing, anything else as well? You know,
Mm-hmm.
whether it be not just the filter, it could be for just to create a code for a different type of feature that you want to embed on your website, all those sorts of things. And so now I'm still working through this, but the fact is what I'm trying to say is that this is available, and it's available now. And if you played around with it enough, you might be able to create a tool that will be kind of like some of these tools here that you see here. All right. Now, these are all actually created by OpenAI, but there's nothing stopping you from creating your own tool. And in fact, if you go up here, if you go to explore, if you go to the main dashboard, you go to here, these plugins are not just by Chat by OpenAI. A lot of these plugins are actually done by third-party developers. All right, so
Mm.
they're actually they're not done by OpenAI. So these are developers, and we call it open source, really, because open source means that these guys are just doing it. They're not charging anything. There might be an in-app charge, maybe there's a trial period and all that sort of thing, but most of them are free anyway. But even if I didn't want to create my own code and I just wanted to use some of the tools that are actually in here, I could go here. I could install this particular plugin, or I can install this particular plugin, and I will actually give it a instructions of what sort of code I want for what I'm wanting to try and achieve. So
Cool.
that's the beauty of ChatGPT. Of course, these are some of the things that we're going to be enjoying when the Groove.ai platform is fully deployed, and we've got all the latest updates and everything else. At the moment, it's just in its infancy. Yeah, but they are, rolling out with various things, and coming into the first quarter of next year, you're going to see a lot of changes within the Groove.ai. So just to let you know that. And if you're not a backer of Groove.ai, you need to be. All right, you need to be. So I don't know if we got the link there, but maybe you want to put that up. I think
Right.
it's groove.cm / oh no, groove.ai.
GrooveAsia.ai.
Oh, GrooveAsia dot GrooveAsia
GrooveAsia.ai.
Groove,
Yes.
GrooveAsia.ai / Becker, or is it just GrooveAsia.ai?
GrooveAsia.ai.
Okay,
That's
well, there you go.
what
It's
it
nice
is
and
right
easy.
now. So the
Yeah.
exciting times, like we said, and like Tyra puts on here, lots of useful information and apps have the best foundation and infrastructure platform for those additional tools. Yes, we do.
Can we do a Nancy? Can we do a directory for our competition? Competition. Your competition. Nancy, have you got a competition going? Or anyway, if you want to put that, what you mean by that in there?
Make a
Um,
directory of the competition.
the what?
So I'm assuming make a directory of the competition, like whatever our niche would be,
Ah,
and make a directory of them.
oh, okay. Hmm. Anyway,
Maybe
where
something
was?
could be done, but like you said, it's a lot of coding, very complex
Yeah,
configuring, and making a directory. Period on how that is.
yeah. So look, yeah. So Nancy, I'm still working on that particular code one. But to be quite honest, I mean, like, there's nothing wrong with using these plugin ones that are actually already available anyway. So I mean, I'm playing around with it because I just want to see how myself. I'm not a coder. How I could probably maybe be able to create something that's pretty complex by just simply using Chat GPT and giving it instructions, telling it what I want it to do from a user point of view, not so much a coder point of view.
Hmm.
And I know that every through each step, it's gonna give me suggestions, and it's gonna ask me questions. What would you like to do? And how would you like to do it? And like I think at one point there, I said to it, look, just give me some suggestions. I'd like HTML, and I'd like JavaScript, and I'd like CSS, which are coding terms in terms of websites, and any other standards that you might think would be useful. And it came up with a couple of others. So it's there to help, and probably because I gave it the instructions right at the outset that I wanted this particular tool to be helpful but also friendly,
Hmm.
um, and so that actually helps too as well when you
I like
actually
how it guides you along. I mean, it guides you along. You told what
yeah,
you
yeah,
wanted to
yeah,
do, and
yeah,
then it just guides you along with it, like just
yeah.
putting breadcrumbs out for you.
Exactly. So you're giving it instructions. You're actually telling it. It's like you're talking to a human being, and you're actually saying, "Hey, I want you to do this, right? Okay." When you're engaging with people, kind of like, and that's why I kind of brought it up was when I had my computer business, we had to train our technicians not to be technicians. We had to train them to be human.
That is.
um, and friendly, and talking layman terms, and yeah,
Mhm.
so yeah, it will give help the way you go. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yes, mate. Okay then. Yeah. So look, that's kind of what you're doing with this is that you're giving it initial instructions or how you want it to help people,
Mhm.
because not everybody is a coder, not everybody is technical, right? So I'm trying to create
Right.
something that's for the as
The
if
layman.
you know nothing about technology whatsoever,
Mhm.
not even coding. But that's me. I mean, that was pretty much covering that part, Karen. I mean, I probably covered a fair bit there, more than I was anticipated in covering. But yeah, so I hope that was interesting for people out there. Chat GPT for Turbo will be amazing for no coder peeps. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, Johan, you're keeping the best on things too, by the looks of it. I heard recently greater tokens as well. Cool. Awesome.
That's
Yeah.
good.
I guess with everybody within the Groove Asia community, we're all keeping in touch in one way or other with all these different things that are going on with
Right.
AI. It's really interesting. It's funny. This is a funny thing, and it's a little bit off track, but this is a funny thing. Last year, I was kind of like um, interested, well, sort of interested, learning about from a friend NFT. But
Mhm.
it was such a. I mean, it was kind of like a I don't know, just something I couldn't really fathom properly, and it was the big thing last year. It was huge.
Mhm.
Now you very rarely hear about NFT. It's all AI. It's kind
Yes.
of funny. It's shifted,
Yes.
and
Most
everything is about
definitely.
AI at the moment, and it still is. And it's like, I mean, there's still people have conversations about NFT and cryptocurrency because it's something that's becoming more. There's more awareness around it.
Yeah,
But yeah,
but
mm,
everyone can use AI. Not everybody's into cryptocurrency and understand
no,
that and the blockchains and all that, but everybody can use AI right now. And
yeah,
speaking of AI, we will be starting the Groove Asia. Uh, we're going to be starting speaking more about AI starting next week with our new protege. Nick is going to be doing a, a summary or some more training on the AI that we have here in the Groove Asia community, and that's going to be on Tuesday of next week. So check your calendars for that. It's not on there just yet, but it will be when we solidify the time
yeah,
on there. So if you want to find out more about what the AI, how we're using the AI platform that's available to us here in the GrooveAsia community, check in, tune in, because we're going to be exploring some more on that.
yeah. And I just want to mention too, because Nick is really keeping on top of this AI stuff. He's actually, he's watching all the various live sessions, YouTube sessions that Mike Forsame does, and he's been keeping an eye on the platform itself. He's been in, the chat group, seeing some of the latest updates or mention of little updates in here and there. And myself, I don't. I've been keeping up with it as well, but probably Nick is he's like a machine. I mean, he's once he gets his teeth into something, he just wants to sort of know every little intricate part about it. So, I mean, who better than Nick to actually give us a rundown on what's new with AI? And like I said, things change every day,
All
every
right.
day. You
Well, like
literally,
Simon said earlier, serial entrepreneurs are serial learners. So that's something that we do here
yeah,
in
yeah, we're
this
serious.
community.
We're very
Serial
serious.
entrepreneurs,
We're
serial
very
learners.
serious cereals.
Right. Well,
Yeah,
Peter, I know that you have another meeting to go to, but I
yeah,
do want to thank you for sharing your knowledge, your expertise here
no problem.
with us on the GLU today. Now I'm just going to go over a few things that we have coming up. So if you need to go, see you later, and thank you very much.
No problem. Thanks, Karen.
All
And see
right.
you later, guys.
All right. And so we are here, but I do want to show you some things that are going to be coming up here in the community that we're doing or we're involved in just right now. We're in the last day of our, as I said before, of the bill to sell. And then you can go to grooveasia.cm/events. That's grooveasia.com, .cm/events to get to this calendar here. And this is our public calendar just to let you know what's happening. So if you come over to here, you have the bill to sell. It's the last day, but let me tell you, it has been an awesome training about the finance game. Not about the business game, but about the finance game. So that's the money game on how things work. So our trainer Ryan has been going teaching us about stuff that you're not going to even find on the internet. You're not going to find it on the internet because they don't want everyone to know. That's my personal opinion about that. They don't want everyone to know, but you could come to the bill to sell and get the inside information detail about the finance game or how businesses are increasing their wealth. Okay. How they're increasing their wealth. So the last day is going to be on the 10th, which is this Friday at 10 p.m. That's GMT plus 8. If you're here on the East Coast of the US, it's at 8 a.m. And you just click on the link and you can see the registration link that will be available for you to sign up. That is at isummitmastery.com/BTS. Now, right after that, we're having the Eventbrite lead generation for newbies. So if you need massive people to come into your events that you're having, or if you are if you are hosting an event, or say you have an affiliate link to an event and you want to have people to join the event through your link, or just have a lot of people showing up to your events. Our co-founder, John Chung, who's an award-winning event organizer, is going to be training on this. So he uses Eventbrite as a way to minimize your costs when you are putting on an event. He's going to show us how to do that. So you won't be coming out your pocket a whole lot. So Eventbrite lead generation for newbies. And I want to show you how that looks when you go there. That's going to be Peter's event that's coming up. I'm going to talk about that in just a moment. But you go to the Eventbrite, sign up, and it's going to be a very small, intimate group because you want to have just enough people to where they can ask questions so you don't get lost in the crowd. And make sure when you come, turn your cameras on so we can connect with you. We like to see who you are and who's coming to the event. So this is a fully sponsored event that's happening Saturday. This Saturday. So sign up and sign up quickly because, like I say, it's only going to be just a few slots that's going to be available. And on the 18th of next week, Peter's coming again. He's going to be training about Groove Cart. Well, he's going to be training about e-commerce, but mainly Groove Cart, which you have accessible to you in your Groove Asia platform. And even if you are a free member, you can still use GrooveCard and create an income for yourself. And Peter is the guy. He is the man. He did this training just last week, and it was like 6 hours. But in that 6 hours, for me, it was all night long. I mean, 10 to like 5 in the morning. So much information. I told him, look, Peter, I'm going to stay till about 2 a.m., then I got to go to sleep. I stayed all the way till near the end because it was just so many gold nuggets on things that you can do and how things happen and all the new partnerships that Groove Asia has on the platform that you can use and print on demand. You just didn't want to hang up. You did not want to close the camera. You did not want to shut the Zoom down. You're just busy taking notes and trying to have your own screen open on the side because you want to follow along and get things done. So this is a good training if you are into wanting to build a store, a shop out. You know, the holidays are coming. If you're going shopping everywhere else, why not have people shop in your store too, right? So he's going to show us how to do it here on the 18th. Sign up, register, get there early, have your window open so you can follow along because there's so much um, details that will help you get your store up and running. Now, this is just a prelim. He's going to be doing another 2-day workshop later on this month in November. But this is just to give you a taste, but there's so much information in here right now, also. And definitely you could come to the 2-day workshop also. Now, these things are all on our calendar. This is all on our calendar. So this 18th, well, the Eventbrite Lead Generation for Newbies is going to be on the 11th. That's this Saturday. Next weekend is going to be the Groove Cart. Peter's going to be training on that. Get your shop going. And then he has the 2-day training on where the goal is after the 2-day training, you're going to actually have a shop with some product in it. One or two things, just so he can show you how it's done, and then you can take off from there. All right, so we're looking forward to you out through the whole entire month. As you see, we have other things that are coming up. We have a virtual speaker mini course that's coming up on the 22nd. So that's, the week after next. I like to keep it just a week afterwards, after this week. And we have come to our group coaching. We have our other GLUs that's going to be next week. The drop shipping e-commerce virtual mini course, just to keep these things on your minds and you can't say that no one told you. All right. So I'm telling you right now, go to our calendar. The calendar is found at, let me put it on the screen so you would know in case when you want to come back here later on and check it out. It's going to be at Groove Asia. It's going to be grooveasia.cm/events. And that will get you to our public calendar. And you can just register to anything that's on here. Or you can look more into, get the details to any of the events that are on here. And if it's something that you decide you want to do, register. Do not delay. Sometimes the seats are very limited and you do not want to miss out. Okay, so we're good. So I'm glad that all of you guys are here with me. We had a few I had Peter to come on to show us some cool stuff that's happening with with GPTV and Chat GPT with Chat GPT. And I am all about that one username and one password, and that's what the AI, the Groove Asia AI platform is going to do for us. One username, one password, but we'll be able to do content, we'll be able to do images, eventually videos and transcripts. I'm loving it. All right. So that is the end of that. I'll see you guys next week, same time, same channel. And I look forward to your comments. Again, if you're here live, thank you so much. If you want to do the replay, put a comment in the YouTube channel so we can go back to it and read it. And if you have any questions or comments, and if there's anything else you want us to expand on to do a GLU on, also put that in the comments too. So until next time, bye bye.
Hi, this is Simon Liang with GrooveAsia.cm. Are you already a part of the #1 community in the world? If not, do so right now for free training and support, along with live sessions to help you succeed. Start now by joining us in our private Facebook group and get more exclusive video content on our YouTube channel. Make sure to like and subscribe with notifications turned on for all updates. Join our community right now. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you on the inside at GrooveAsia.cm.